Lupin the Eighth was a French-Japanese animated series set for a worldwide release in 1982 and was created as a sequel to the popular manga and anime Lupin the Third, which was in turn ripping off a series of novels from France. Whilst the third was set in the 20th century, the eighth was set in the 22nd century, featuring descendants of all the characters. The series was a co-production between Japan's Tokyo Movie Shinsha and France's Saban International Paris. It was to be directed by Rintaro, with character designs by Shingo Araki and Michi Hamino. While the Lupin the Third anime was already a toned-down version of the adult-oriented manga, Lupin the Eighth had to be softened even further in tone for Western audiences. Daisuke Jigen now sucks on lollipops instead of cigars. Fujiko Mind is a blonde, even though that's not censorship, and Lupin the Eighth is a detective rather than a thief. Thus, the antagonist has no real motivation for chasing him aside from who his ancestors were. These handicaps aside, the art design and animation were gorgeous for TV animation at the time. Arsène Lupin was created by the author Maurice Leblanc in 1905, and Lupin III was created in 1967, when international copyright law was much laxer. But as time went on, and as the franchise became larger and larger and larger and more prominent, the Leblanc estate became greatly displeased. Although they tolerated it as long as Lupin III was isolated in Japan, they were greatly offended by this attempt by Saban International Paris trying to bring it to France, to be titled Arsène et Cie, and was sued for copyright infringement. All production of the anime was halted in mid-production. Accounts vary if it was 6 to 8 episodes that were completed. A manga adaptation by Ichi Saito and Kenichi Takegawa was briefly serialized in monthly 100-point comics and compiled into a single volume, although it is long out of print. The lawsuit affected the ability to export the entire franchise. The few Lupin the Third movies that made it to the United States in the late 80s and early 90s had to be completely retitled. Now the name of the main character changed to Wolf in the UK dub. Eventually, the copyright to Arsène Lupin lapsed, and Lupin the Third aired on Adult Swim in 2003. However, Lupin the Eighth was entirely forgotten, along with Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century, a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that has nothing to do with this, but I'll mention it because I can. Parts of the series finally appeared in 2012 as a bonus feature on the DVD Blu-ray Lupin the Third Master File. The pilot episode appears in its entirety, however the rest of the episodes were only shown in clip show format. Also, the episodes were silent, with only hard-subbed Japanese subtitles to tell a story. The dialogue track with these are lost, or likely never recorded at all, as that is the last phase of anime production.